If Ghost in the Shell, Flesh and Blood's bright lights, Cyberpunk 2077 and Netrunner had a baby, Neuroscape would certainly be it. Welcome back to Tabletop Goodness. Today I want to talk about an upcoming TCG called Neuroscape. This brand new TCG is the brainchild of Connor Hare and Alex Meader, both known for the contributions to the world of film, music videos, commercials and documentaries. Like many of us, they grew up on Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, and at some point they realized that there is a distinct lack of cyberpunk-styled TCGs on the market. Correct, because since FFG's license for Android Netrunner ended in 2018, I've very much felt the same, albeit now Signal Games having picked this up since then. But mind you, this was not a TCG in its traditional sense. But you can see that I still love the game since it's standing right behind me. There's already a rulebook online, which I will link in the description below, but let me run you through some of the cornerstones of the game and show you some inkjet printed proxy cards, which of course don't do any of the art justice, but might help with explaining. Well, first of all, your game area is divided into multiple zones. Your mainframe, including spaces for 3 protocols, viruses or trojans. A slot for an environment card, your purge pile and discard called recycle bin, as well as a space for your deck called cyber deck and your RAM deck. The RAM deck is basically your resource deck, and you will need to have RAM in your RAM bank to pay for your actions. The cyber deck will hold the remainder of your deck, so basically your characters, cyberware and programs. There are some very exciting mechanics that I want to highlight. First, the mainframe. As you add to your mainframe, you do gain helpful passive abilities in the game, but your opponent can also play cards into your mainframe. Those would be viruses or trojans, which are played face down and only revealed at later, well, most likely inopportune time, giving you either debuffs or hinder you in other ways. The second mechanic is the addition of ports to the characters. As you can see, most of the characters have slots, identified by the golden tabs on the edge of the card, into which you can install cyberware. This acts as upgrades to the characters on your field. There's different levels of slots, namely 1, 2, 3, and you can only install cyberware that has tabs less or equal the amount of tabs on that side of your character. Also, characters do not get attacked directly. Well, actually, not completely true, as the dual keyword can see 2 characters bash it out, but they act as a line of defense in case you want to defend your life. Characters are your main way of attacking your opponent by having them attack or run. Last but not least, your health is divided into 20 mainframe points, color-coded blue and representing your neural computer, and 20 bioframe points, so those are red, representing your fleshy bits. If either of them goes to 0, you're toast. The color of an attack value on your card dictates which kind of damage the card deals, so it's either blue or red. The TCG space is certainly crowded, and there's many games asking for attention. This one really stands out to me for several reasons though. One, I was looking for a cyberpunk-inspired TCG. There was quite some discussion about the use of AI art in this game, but as of today, all of that has been replaced by art created by humans, for humans, which I support 1000%. Yes, I'm aware that's a lot of percent. The artist roster reads absolutely fantastic, with names like Juni Friu, an artist for Cyberpunk 2077, Henry Peters, who worked on Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40k, for example, Daniel Batista, who worked on Pathfinder, or Sean Donaldson, who contributed to Keyforge and Dead Space Extraction. Well, secondly, I really like the idea of the mainframe and the extendable characters. This feels like you're adding cybernetic implants and biohacking your characters, and it lets you customize them during play. And I absolutely love the humor and the many side jabs at either geek or nerd IT culture, like having a rubber ducky card or cards with names like memory leak, system error, or straight out delete. And there are absolutely stunning tarot-style cards, which in itself are something I want to collect for the gorgeous full art alone. Gameplay is fun, snappy, with a playtime of roughly 15 to 30 minutes per session, and there are lots of ways to mess up your opponent's strategy. That's what I do, that's what I like. Oh, and there's a 2 versus 2 variant, so you can battle it out in teams as well. There's a print and play version, as well as a mod for Tabletop Simulator, so you can go try it out today already. Let me hear your thoughts on Neuroscape in the comments down below, and see you soon in Angel City on Tabletop Goodness.